The war in Syria displaced half of the country's population. Millions crossed borders in search of refuge from the killing and the maiming they had been subjected to. In 10 years, an estimated 1.4 million people ended up in Europe.
When I arrived in Paris, I walked for 8 hours non-stop. I couldn't comprehend it. Am I really in France? I just couldn't comprehend it.
It's been a long road to safety for Dorado Jadiba. The 31-year-old left his hometown of Damascus, Syria's capital, shortly after the start of the conflict.
In my neighborhood in Yarmouk, a plane flew by and dropped a bomb. And when it fell on the ground, it released all these things. I don't know what they're called. And one of them went into my back, right next to my spine. One hit me next to my spine and one entered my thigh. What choice did I have? Either I stay and die or leave.
Wounded by shrapnel, Dorado embarked on a journey that would involve crossing Lebanon, Iran, Turkey, spending 2 months in a refugee camp in Greece, and suffering illegal pushbacks along the rest of the way.
I then entered Croatia, and there Croatian police took me all the way back to Serbia. So I was lost and didn't know what to do. So I entered Bosnia. I wanted to go back to Croatia, and then I entered into Slovenia. In Slovenia, police asked of me, "Do you want to be a refugee with us?" And I said, "No, I want to go to France." And so then they took me back to Croatia, and the Croatians took me all the way back to Serbia again.
While Dorado traveled, the war that pushed him from the country of his birth came nowhere near a resolution. Throughout the last decade, multiple attempts to find a solution to the Syrian conflict have failed, from initiatives launched by the Arab League to talks brokered by Russia, the UN and Kazakhstan. Nothing worked. 10 years after the start of a conflict that claimed hundreds of thousands of lives, Syria is now a country divided into a regime-controlled area in the south, a Kurdish-administered territory in the east, and a pocket of armed opposition resistance supported by Turkey in the northwest. Meanwhile, the man people originally wanted to see out seems irremovable, now consolidating his power through a convoluted system of alliances with foreign nations ready to claim back the favors earned through their support during years of conflict. This will cost Bashar al-Assad. But after a wave of uprisings that saw regimes toppled across much of the region, Syria's leader could, in theory, claim victory. In theory.
Nobody won this war. We lost a lot of things. We lost a lot of things. I lost many of my friends. I lost my cousin too. Every Syrian family has lost someone.
الشباب لن يكل همه أن تستقل